What is up, you guys? For today's video, I'm going to share with you guys how to get this grungy glam fall inspired look using products from this month's BOXYCHARM. Seriously, the products that I got today are such a mood and just perfect for fall. I cannot wait to share with you guys what I got. And if you are not familiar with BOXYCHARM, it is a beauty monthly subscription service that is $21 a month. In each box, you get between 4 and 5 full-size items with a retail value of $100 or more per box, which is an insane value. And if you'd like to sign up for BOXYCHARM, I do have a link, and I'll link it in the description box down below for you. And also, before we jump into this video, I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button down below and give this video a like. And also, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram account is @lethal_kitten. And on Instagram, I post 7 days a week with a ton of tutorials over on there if you are looking for some inspiration. Now, the first item that we are going to be using out of this month's BOXYCHARM is the item that I'm like the most curious to try out. And I know they always say to save the best for last, but this one we can't do that with. And that is the Dose of Colors Sassy Siennas eyeshadow palette. And like even the packaging of this is so stunning. It is a beautiful like mirrored copper penny shade. Seriously, would be gorgeous in a makeup bag. Now, if you haven't seen the color story yet, like girl, it is stunning. Like look at that. Oh my gosh. And I do not like my side profile, so I'm gonna move it over a little bit. But it's like a beautiful, like warm tone, rich brown, kind of like smoky moment. And also what's really cool about this palette is all the shades in here are matte, which is really nice. I can definitely say from like looking at this color story that the only thing I really wish would have been included was like an inner corner highlight or like a matte shade I could use for that. But other than that, I really enjoy the colors in here. Now, this palette does also contain a double-sided brush, and normally I hate brushes that come in palettes because they're just so scratchy, the shapes are really weird, they just never really work out for me. And this one though, in this palette, actually looks really cool, and it's really unique for an eyeshadow brush and a palette because like on one side, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like this little tiny detailing kind of like pencil brush almost. And then on the other side, it is like this like smudging like flat shader brush. It's a really nice shape. So I'm really curious to see how this works because it's not your average like everyday brush in a palette. And I will say I do wish it was a little bit bigger on this side just because I mean like you can't really do your whole eye look with this kind of brush because it is so small. But either way, I'm really curious to see how it works. However, before we jump into using this eyeshadow palette, I am going to prime my eyelids using my all-time holy grail eyeshadow primer from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Since your eyes are primed and ready to go, the first shade that we are going to be going in with is the lightest shade in the palette called Stay Sassy. And then using this Moda Brush's crease brush, I'm just going to be applying it into my crease and then blending upwards towards my brow. This is going to be acting as our transition shade today. I'm also using it to round out my outer V. Wow, that color is actually really, really pretty. It is definitely one of those like warm tone neutrals. I feel like a lot of people are gonna really love the colors in this palette. But seriously, girl, like that shade was so pigmented. I mean, like, look at that. It is just so rich in color. I'm really excited to see how the other shades are gonna work just because that one was so good. But the next shade that we are going to be going in with is a beautiful chocolate brown called Boxy. And then using this Moda detail brush, I'm just going to be applying it directly into my crease as well as using it to round out my outer V, just to start bringing in some more definition into this look. And then after you have it applied, I'm just going to do little circular motions to blend that into the orange. And then once you have that applied, I'm just going to take a little bit more of Stay Sassy on that brush that we applied Stay Sassy with. And I'm just going to buff everything together, doing little circular motions. Okay, but these colors together are such a fall mood. I mean, like, look at that and tell me that doesn't remind you of like a pumpkin spice latte or like the leaves changing. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. So after applying Boxy and trying to blend it out, I did notice it did give me a slight harsh line, and it also just looks a little bit uneven, so I do want to show you guys this. It definitely isn't super noticeable, but it is noticeable enough you will see it. But like right in here I have a little bit of a harsh line, and then over in here just looks slightly kind of patchy. And how I'm trying to fix it is taking a little bit of Stay Sassy, that transition shade that we used earlier, and I'm using a Sigma E35 because this brush will literally blend out everything and anything. It's an amazing brush, highly recommend it. And I'm just doing little circular motions over that harsh line just to try to buff it out. And as you can see, it just doesn't want to move. And you can even see it on this side too. It's just like a little bit uneven, and over in here it's really tricky to blend out. So once you have that applied and blended out, the next shade that we are going to be going in with is the darkest one in the palette, and that is this one called Oh So Sassy. But this time around we are going to be using the brush that is included, and I'm going to use this kind of like flatter, fluffier side. And then taking this brush the long way, I'm going to be applying this directly into my crease, as well as using it to round out my outer V. So from just trying out this brush, it is definitely not scratchy because I hate a scratchy brush. I have super sensitive eyes and also dry skin. So usually they are the death of me, but this one actually feels really nice. And then after you have it applied, I'm just doing like little circular motions to blend that into everything else. So here's where I'm at right now with the look, and I am obsessing with how this is turning out so far. It's a very like grungy, fall-inspired smoky eye, which I think is just so beautiful, and it literally is speaking to my soul, especially with this colder weather right now. And you could definitely like tie in this whole look with doing like a chocolate brown matte shade on the lid, or you could also cut your crease and set that with a skin tone colored eyeshadow, which would be so beautiful if you want like a little bit of extra glam. However, your girl, she's in an extra mood. She is also in a glitter craze. So today we are going to be going in with this Pixie Beauty Liquid Fairy Lights in the shade Passion Light. This didn't come in my BOXYCHARM, but I feel like it's going to pair so well with this look that I want to try it out today. It's kind of like one of those Stila Glitter and Glows, those like liquid shadows with a ton of glitter in them. And this one's kind of like a coppery shade. Yeah, the glitter definitely gave me that extra something something that I was looking for. It's kind of like sprinkles on a sundae or like a cherry on top of whipped cream. It just gives it like that extra pizzazz. But with that though, off camera, I'm just going to apply my complexion products and then I'll be right back. So here's where I'm at right now after applying my complexion products, and also today I used the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Velour Liquid Lipstick in the shade Human Nature, and I gotta say like that lip color with this whole like eyeshadow look that we have going on is such a fall mood. I am just so obsessed with it. Like sitting here like shook because I could literally wear this like for the rest of the season and I would be totally okay with that. But nonetheless, the next item that we got in this month's BOXYCHARM is from Hank & Henry. This is a Mascara Duo, and I'm really curious to see how this works because last month we got a Blickety Black Liquid Eyeliner, and ever since I tried that, I haven't really honestly put it down other than when I do glittery eyeshadow looks because it doesn't work that well with glitter, which honestly is okay. And this mascara is really cool too because it's one of those ones that's like a normal mascara on the one side and then the other is a lower lash mascara. I haven't tried one in a really long time for the lower lashes, so I'm super curious to see how this one works. If you do get this mascara in your box, you want to be really careful that you are pairing the right tube end to the right wand. Otherwise, this will happen. I don't know if you can see it, but I accidentally put the mascara... Why is it not focusing? Like, girl, focus! But I accidentally put the wrong wand into the wrong tube. I put the thicker one in the thinner like tube, and you can see like it just clumped that mascara all the way up and it's like gushing out, so it's super messy. I do wish it was marked. It isn't, so you want to be just extra careful. I mean, like seriously, don't do this. Like it is like super messy. Like 10 out of 10, do not recommend at all. You just want to be like extra careful though. Like I have white carpet underneath me and like mascara will not come out of that no matter how hard I try. And as you can see, like on the tube itself, there's no like indication on which is which. So you just want to make sure that you are extra careful. Otherwise you're gonna have a big mess. So here's what my lashes look like after 2 coats of the mascara, and like looking at them, I feel like it's just giving me a little bit of separation. I don't see any like volumizing or any lengthening. So to me, it's just kind of like your basic average mascara. And I will say though, it is making them look like inky black, which is really awesome because I do wear false lashes. But so far, I feel like it's just like an average mascara. It's not like super amazing, nor is it like really bad. It just kind of looks pretty, and that's about it. So the next item that we got is from Hollywood & Vine. I've never heard of that brand before, but what we got is a black pencil eyeliner, and I'm always down for a black eyeliner. Like I used to go through like a goth phase and like an emo phase. So like eyeliner for me is just like my holy grail item. I cannot live without it. So I'm really curious to see how this one works because I did swatch it on the back of my hand. I'll do it for you guys now too. But it looks like super inky black and like super creamy. So I'm really hoping that it's really good. And then before that dries down, I'm just going to take a little bit of that Bossy shade that we used earlier, and I'm just using that Dose of Colors brush that came with the palette. I'm just smoking it downwards. Yeah, it seems like that eyeliner just doesn't want to like budge down. It didn't like dry down because I mean like I went in like instantly with this shadow. So it definitely is not one of those eyeliners that you can smoke down with. So since the eyeshadow palette that we used today does not have an inner corner highlight, we are going to be grabbing something out of my collection because I just want like a blinding inner corner. I feel like it's going to pair so well with this look. And today we are going to be using none other than the ColourPop Super Shock Highlighter in the shade Flexitarian. And if you haven't seen this before, prepare yourself because it is like liquid shiny metal. And then using the brush that came with that Dose of Colors palette, I'm just using like the tiny little pencil detailing brush, and I'm packing this on into the inner corner. You see what I mean though? It just gave it like that extra something something, and it's just so gorgeous. I mean, like, look at inner corner highlight, no inner corner highlight. It just makes such a difference. And if you're looking for a really good highlighter, I highly recommend this one, especially if you're looking for something that's like a little bit on the champagne side that is like extra blinding. So using that Hank & Henry Duo mascara, I'm just going to apply the lower lash mascara really quick off camera. So the next item that I got is from Mellow Cosmetics, and this is a tinted brow gel in the shade dark brown. I don't know if it's gonna work for me because I don't normally use dark brown. I normally either use like a light brown or like a taupe for my brows, but you know what, we're gonna try it anyways because why not? I'm really hoping that this color works for me. Oh yeah, that is like way too dark. Ooh, that's gonna look really bad. I'm gonna scrape off some of this on the side of the tube because you know what, I'm liking how my brows are looking and I don't want to wreck it with some really dark brow gel, so I'm hoping that this helps. From like a first impressions, this isn't a bad brow gel, but it isn't giving me like any volume to my brows. And that's kind of like the reason I do use a tinted brow gel, is to like really like fluff out my brows, because I have barely any hairs in my brows, so I need whatever I can get. And this one, it just seems like it just separated the hairs and just gave it like a little bit of color. So for me, I'd rather spend the money on, you know, like the Benefit Gimme Brow or even the Easy Breezy Brow from CoverGirl, because those ones do give like a more volumizing effect while also tinting my brows. But I mean, it's not bad, it's just not my favorite. And the last item that I got in this month's BOXYCHARM is from Iconic London. This is the Prep Set and Glow Setting Mist. I want to show you guys this, but if you shake it, it looks so cool. Isn't that awesome with all this sparkle? Oh my gosh. I'm sitting here like crossing my fingers hoping that this doesn't mess up my makeup that I have on, because sometimes facial mists do that to me, so I'm really hoping that this one doesn't. So here's the finished look using this month's BOXYCHARM, and I just love how this turned out. It's a very like grungy fall inspired look, and if you guys know me, I love fall. It is my favorite time of year, and Halloween is my favorite holiday, so this is definitely up my alley. But with that said, I do want to give you guys my thoughts and opinions about all of the products that we use today. So the first item that we are going to be talking about is the Dose of Colors Sassy Siennas eyeshadow palette, and I really honestly love the look that we created today with it. I will say though, it is a little bit limiting since there is really no inner corner highlight or any like skin tone colored eyeshadow, but if you're looking for a really nice like warm tone smoky palette, you may really enjoy the color story of this. I will say though, only one shadow gave me a little bit of problem today, and that one was right here called Boxy. It's just slightly hard to blend out, but at the end of the day, I was able to get it where I wanted it to be. It just took a little bit more time to do so. But other than that though, all the other shadows have been super easy to work with and just very pigmented. I mean, honestly, I really enjoy it and I can definitely see myself using it more. And the next item that we are going to be talking about is the Hank & Henry Mascara Duo, and I gotta say, like, this mascara is just like an average mascara. I don't feel like it's a wow or anything spectacular, though I will say the lower lash mascara is super nice. It made my lashes look so pretty underneath and just gave them a lot of separation, but I definitely wouldn't be like going out and purchasing this because I'm not the biggest fan of the normal mascara in here. As for the black pencil eyeliner from Hollywood and Vine, honestly, I'm not that wowed by it, because when I first initially swatched it, it was so crazy inky black, and it was just super creamy, and I was like, yes, this is going to be my new favorite eyeliner. And then I put it in my waterline, and it did not wow me whatsoever. It looked kind of like a grayish black. I had to keep on going over it, not to mention I wasn't even able to smoke it out in my lower lash line, which is a big drawback for me, because I do love a good smoky eye. And I don't know, I feel like there's a lot of better eyeliners on the market at a similar price point. So the next item that we are going to be talking about is from Mellow Cosmetics, their Tinted Brow Gel. And going into trying this product, I was like, girl, my brows are gonna be horrendous and they're just gonna look real ugly, and I'm messing up my whole makeup look trying out this product. But once I got it on, it actually looks really nice. I don't see any problems with it, though I will say I probably wouldn't go out and purchase this because I do prefer a volumizing brow gel. But if you're looking for a really nice just tinted one, I would definitely recommend checking this one out. And the last item that we are going to be talking about is the Iconic London Prep Set and Glow Setting Mist. And after applying this to my face, I can say that it did a whole lot of nothing other than it gave me creasing. Like, I got a big old crease right here, I got one around my nose, I got some on my chin, and I have been using this same foundation, primer, and loose setting powder combination for a really long time, which never gives me creasing. So I definitely know that this did me dirty, which I am completely not happy about. And not to mention, it didn't give me any glow. Like, I don't see any glow. Do you guys see any glow other than my highlighter? Like, where is it? So I can definitely say I won't be using this again because it did crease my face, which I am not happy about. But other than that, I don't know. I would definitely not use it again anyways, just because it didn't do anything. It doesn't even feel like I set my face. Like, I can still feel the powder on my skin. But yeah, so in the comments down below, let me know what you think about this look, and also let me know what you got in your box too if you do subscribe to BOXYCHARM, because let's be honest, every box is different, which is so cool, and I always love to hear what you guys get as well. But as always though, I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button down below and give this video a like. And also, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram account is @lethal_kitten. And I'll talk to you guys later.